Hello, everybody. Welcome to 50 Inspirational Connections. Woo, woo. And I am here with my sister. But first things first, we gotta run our show the way it's supposed to be with my intro. Da 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 da. Okay, so like seriously, we're gonna run the intro, guys. I will see you guys in a little bit. Are you a curious student, eager to learn new skills and make your mark in the world? Or are you a professional seeking to advance your career and unlock your full potential? You need to be equipped with effective soft skills like communication, problem solving, teamwork, and more. The Level Up Academy by Doc Leland bridges the gap between education and employment through transferable skills training. Get the soft skills you need to be more effective at work. That's right, soft skills, people, soft skills to level you up. Guess what? Look at this amazing crew, my 50 inspirational connections in my community on LinkedIn. And look at my beautiful and handsome brother and sisters out here. The ambassador, right? We love our ambassadors. We have Susanna, we have Annie, we have Kinga, and my sister Danielle. And tonight, drum roll, right? Tonight is with Danielle, and this is Group 6. So let's check it out. We don't need that anymore. We just need Danielle up here and myself. What do you think, guys? Bye. Sister, how are you doing today?
I am good. Oh, there's my hearts.
Ooh, can I have my hearts too? Did I have my hearts? Yes, I can. We're going to be having fun of this one.
Yeah,
That's for sure. All
I'm
right.
excited.
So now we're on group 6, right? We've moved on to group 6. Um, what are your expectations in this? What do you think? Do
This
you
is my
even know
second
who
round.
group 6 are?
I don't. I don't know who Group 6 is. I tried to get CJ to tell me who it was, but lips were sealed. So my
Yeah, and you haven't seen their video submissions, right?
nope, I haven't seen them. But I'm excited and I am a little nervous because I'm like, oh no, am I gonna cry or laugh or so I'm excited.
I'm curious. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? All right, we are going to start with Augusta. Let's take a look. Can you see?
Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. My name is Augusta Imowan. I'm honored to be here as an inspirational voice on LinkedIn. Today, I want to share with you the journey of Good Consulting, an educational consulting firm dedicated to helping prospective students achieve their dream of studying in France. At Swiss Consulting, we specialize in guiding students through the intricate process of applying to French institutions. Yes, I know it can be complicated because for 2 years I've helped over 500 students find their path through the process. Our mission is to demystify the admission process and make the transition as smooth as possible for our clients. With years of experience and a deep understanding of the educational landscape in France, we provide expert advice, comprehensive support, and a personalized approach to each student's journey. Why did I even start this business in the first place? As a former campus France agent, I saw firsthand the challenges that international students face when applying to French universities. I wanted to create a platform that not only offers accurate information and expert guidance, but also empowers students and their families to make informed decisions. Our vision is to open doors to the rich cultural and academic experiences France has to offer. Through its consulting, I aim to create a supportive community for international students, from admission applications to visa processes to CV preparation and interview coaching. Our comprehensive services are all designed to ensure that our clients have the best chance of success. We believe in the power of education to transform lives and are committed to helping students reach their full potential. Now, let me tell you my personal story. I'm Augusta. As much as that I am the co-founder and director of Roots Consulting, I'm also a student in France. So not only have I helped students come to study in France, I myself have helped myself to come to study in France. I've gone through the process from Nigeria to France, finding an accommodation, experiencing life in France. I've gone through the struggles of being homeless for a day and finding a job, all of that. So now I have more experience in the back end helping you come to France and in the front end here in France. So this is how I help my community. I share my story. I inspire them that it's gonna be hard. Moving to a new country is difficult. You have challenges. You'll be broke. You have issues. You have difficulties. But together we can do everything we want to achieve. We can achieve it together. We can make make a pathway. Help ourselves and find direction. So another way I help my community really is that when students tell me they want to study in France, I ask them, what do you really want to study? I have a free one-on-one consultation with my clients and I help them understand, gain clarity on what exactly they want. Because if you don't know what you want, if you don't know why you're going through what you're going to, any setback along the way can put you down. So this is something I take very personal. So I help students get clarity of purpose and find their dream course that really suits their interest. Not just, okay, I want to do an MBA. Why do you want to do an MBA? Yeah. So looking ahead, I envision to UT Consulting to be a global leader in education consulting and expand my reach to students worldwide, not just Nigeria and Africa, my country. Our goal is to create pathways to students to not only achieve academic dreams, but experience a vibrant culture and unparalleled opportunities that studying in France provides. So thank you for listening to my story. I have a lot to say, but I have very limited time. And don't forget, together we can achieve our dream of studying in France. And remember, education is a journey, and with the right support, it can be an incredibly enriching one. Thank you for watching, and I hope to work with you soon. Okay? See you soon. Bye.
I love it.
I like it.
I love it,
I
right?
like her lipstick. I like her lipstick too.
Yeah, I love Augusta. She's so friendly and, she's so amazing at her personality. When she's in audio room, I've seen her. She's kind of quiet, but when she needed to say something, she's there. Like I said, I've been stalking all those 50 people. That was my job for 2 months. Um, what are your thoughts, sister?
No, I love her energy and she just like exudes this optimism and you can just feel her energy when she's talking and like you could tell that she might have been through a lot, right? But that she has pushed through it and that pushing through it, she didn't just take that for herself, but that she's giving back to people so that they might have an easier time. And so it's awesome that she's doing that. And there's
Yeah,
purpose in what she's saying.
and I love what she said. You might be broke, but but you're in France. Like, why? It doesn't matter. You could be broke in your country or broke in France. I mean, let's be honest, right? And I love the supportive um attitude that she has and her compassion for helping, because she's also a student, right? So
Yeah.
she is walking the walk and talking the walk. So I love that. Thank you so much, Augusta. And I love her vibe,
Uh,
literally. Yeah. All right. So my next one is mm, okay, let's do one more. Cordelia. Let's see. Where is Cordelia?
My name is Cordelia Gaffar, and I started my business because I wanted to help other moms to not succumb to the overwhelm that is motherhood
mm,
and wifehood, right? And because not saying that there aren't mothers that are not wives, but typically those two things come together. And I, when I gave up my career
mm,
in corporate, I chose to home educate my children. And so I was in communities with, I guess one of the first things I did was I was the director of a Mommy and Me group at my mosque. And then I helped to organize Girl Scout troops and Boy Scout troops. And consistently, I saw that mothers were suffering. They had no joy.
mm,
They had nothing for them. They had lost their identity. And so I wanted to create and normalize that creating sustainable practices of self-nurturing is, it's like the joie de vivre, it's like the joy of life. It's why we exist. And it began with a book. It actually began with a blog, and some articles in parenting magazines, and then I just decided to write a book after 13 years of homeschooling. And um, and then I started to do workshops, to support the moms. And when it seemed like it was becoming a business, I joined a business mastermind, and that's when I actually started speaking on stages and doing more research and writing more books. And so, it's for me, it's always been about community. I don't want to see mothers suffer. I don't want to see women struggle. I don't want leaders to be
me too.
heartless. And so now what it's evolved into, right? Because over the years, I continue to deepen my personal practices of self nurturing. I have 6 children, right? And they're only getting
Ooh.
older. And that process, I've also gotten a divorce. So then I require different forms of self nurturing. And so now I really deeply desire for women to choose pleasure, right? Because what I saw when I said, don't you want to create sustainable practices of self nurturing? I saw this look in their eyes, in their face, of like disbelief that I, as a mother, could actually say those things and encourage other mothers to do this horrible thing that we're not supposed to do. And you're worthy of pleasure. You're worthy of joy. You were designed, your body is anatomically designed for both. And I invite you to choose pleasure so that you can enjoy what I call multi-orgasmic living. And multi-orgasmic living is the result of having sustainable practices of self-nurturing that doesn't miss any single part of who you are as a human. And yes, it does include things that we don't normalize, right? Above and beyond. I think after COVID, people are pretty open to self-care, which is distinct from self-nurturing. Um, and I think people have a certain level of understanding of what emotional intelligence is. And yet we've completely bypassed and lost all understanding of what intimacy intelligence is. So that's my deeper call. for not just women now, but for all humans.
Good job.
Ooh, I don't know if the world is ready for that, sister. I love that, Cordelia. I need to send her a message because I owe her a conversation. But oof, I don't know that the world is ready for that. Actually, I want to know more.
Yeah, curiosity always gets us to where we need to be.
Hmm.
I can relate to a lot of things that she says because I homeschooled my kids for a little bit as well when we moved,
Ooh, you're brave. I
and
cannot.
that's how I got my kids to actually move up quick and their lives,
Yeah,
because I could do that. And so when they were little, when we're talking about the Boston Tea Party, I would take them to the place where Boston Tea Party happens.
yeah,
When they get a little bit older, we talked about the history of United States and Abraham Lincoln and DC. I take them to all the museums in DC because they were there. I take them to
yeah,
all the air museums because we were there. Like I took them everywhere that what they're learning in history. And I took them to the Science Museum, the Boston Children's Museum. Like I took them everywhere.
yeah,
Museums in Virginia, there's a lot, but all the
yeah,
way to Florida because I homeschool them. And so when my husband travels, I take them and we learn, science. I made it fun. I had a lot of gamification to get the kids get going and really get excited. What I found out is that Bella cannot do online learning. So
hey,
yeah, she's
I
not
love you, Bella.
like, no, mom, I need 101. This is not gonna work out.
She's a
I
people person.
She loves, yeah, she loves
She
people.
likes
She wants
people.
to be in person, and so that's what I found. But she loves drawing. She loves painting. She can work on her own. She can be independent. If she wants something, she's hyper focused on what she wants. If she doesn't want something, she'll fail in that because she will not touch it. Not
Oh, that's
kids.
my girl. Do you, boo?
Yeah, she's very stubborn in that. So as a parent, I know my kids' weaknesses and strengths. I'm like, don't you forget who taught you English and math first. But then she argues with me. She's like, Mom, we don't do math Chinese way because I teach her the Chinese math, right?
Yeah,
Like 3 seconds you do it. And she's like, No, Mom, we have this thing that we have to like divide and like. I was like, girl, by the time you're
that
done
Common
with one
Core.
problem, I'm on 10. I'm on 10. This is not happening, right? And so I teach them my way, and they like, Mom, my classmates and my teacher don't do it that way. And I'm like, okay, how long did it take them to solve the problem? Well, one problem took 10 minutes, girl. I would have taken a break to the bathroom, come back, and you're still on
Yeah,
your one problem.
exactly. Oh my god.
Mom, stop teaching me your way because I'm lost. Like we're going slow. I'm like, okay, do you know how to divide? Do you know how to multiply? Right? Let's use our toes right now. Like we're not need
Yeah,
calculators and your our fingers. And I teach her like the counting on the finger, and she learned that the hard way. And my kids were quick, and she's an
yeah,
advanced math. But it's just that kids have to be kids, and I think being a mom, it's hard because you're juggling so many things, right?
yeah,
And for me, I can relate to one part, which is the joy part. I think the only thing that we need for me, we should aim for happiness and peace.
yeah,
Happiness, and peace is what we need for everybody, men, women. Whatever you're doing, you need to be happy and you need to be at peace of what you're doing. I think if you have both, you can do pretty much anything.
yeah. And yeah, actually, now that Cordelia said that, I think it's really important. I, went through something similar because, having 3 kids, you kind of, and then being a wife, not that that's everybody's path, but for me, I got married really early. And I had kids back to back, and my boys are like twins. And then I had my daughter like 4 years after my middle, and you lose your sense of self. And so it is very liberating to find your way back. And I think, I know she talked about self-nurturing, and I think that's really important, but finding way back to taking care of yourself, because we cannot pour from an empty cup.
Nope, can
And
do it. Yep.
cannot,
Mm-mm.
friends. Take care of yourself and your
That's
mental health, because nobody else is going to do it for you.
no. All
Not
right, so we're
yourself.
gonna do one Kelly. Let's see, Kelly. I don't know if you know Kelly.
I wish that people knew that they don't have to suffer in silence. I wish that people knew that they don't have to have prediabetes. I wish that people knew that they don't have to have heart disease. I wish that people knew that they don't have to lose their loved ones, 30 years. You don't have to pass away at 44 years old, right? Or 45 years old. You can live to 100. Right? You can make a plan and you can live to 100.
A naval veteran who is using plants to not just change his life, but they have saved his life, and now he's working to save the lives of countless others.
Certified holistic nutritionist who has a specialty in plant-based medicine, a health coach with a passion for helping others regain their health.
He is truly, as his name would suggest, one determined vegan.
My name is Kelly, and I'll be your tour guide for this adventure. So buckle up, strap in. Oh, and let's enjoy the ride.
He used to serve in the Navy, and he was an instructor, a trainer in the Navy.
But a devastating personal loss and a pivotal doctor's visit changed his life forever. For years, Callie Gilbury ate a standard American diet like so many of us did, and had the weight gain and clogged arteries to show for it.
A few years ago, I was actually in the worst shape of my life. I was pre-diabetic, I had heart disease, and I was obese. I look at my old pictures, some of my old pictures, I'm just like, yeah, man, I was a pretty big guy. I exercised like a man. I exercised like a good boy. Guess what? That didn't mean anything. I still went to the doctor and they still said, hey, you got heart disease, you have pre-diabetes, and you're obese. So it didn't matter what I was doing. Like the day I turned 40, it was like, all right, man, your health is now in the dumps. So if I lose the weight, gain the weight, lose the weight. When I hit 40, there was no more losing the weight. It was only gaining the weight. It was only up on the scale. A few years ago, my mother passed away instantly from a heart attack. So she was here one day, gone the next day. I had all the lights off in the garage, and I just literally cried my eyes out in the garage. My mother came to me in a dream and told me that I had this ability to be able to help other people heal themselves. At that moment, it was like, boom, I instantly knew what that dream meant. So totally reversed my health, totally reversed all my conditions. No more pre-diabetes, no more heart disease. Now, I'm in the best shape of my life. Now my mission is to transform the health of everybody else on this planet. To let them know, like, hey, listen, you don't have to suffer from the pain that I went through, the pain of watching my mother pass away instantly from a heart attack like that. And you can simply do that by changing a lot of it. You can change a lot of it by what's at the end of your fork. If you change what's at the end of your fork, you can change a lot of things about your health, well-being, and yourself. And then that is what my job is. That is what I am put on this earth to do, to tell people, listen, you don't have to do that anymore. Like you can live life totally different. You can tear up that script, live your life different. So that's what I wish more people knew.
He has a very different way of going about things. It's very refreshing, very practical, very actionable.
When I was an instructor, they told us, hey, take a complex message and you make it as simple as possible for people so they're open to it.
Kelly's one of the best storytellers there truly is. That's one of the best storytellers I've ever come across.
I know that guy.
See, I've seen Kelly's speeches, Kelly's presentations transform people's lives and improve their well-being drastically.
If you have a goal, if you have a dream, do not let anything stop you. I don't care what it is, right? Until you reach your goal.
Kelly Gilbury, he is your man. He has a powerful story to tell, and he tells it in such a way that you'll be inspired to work towards optimal health.
Every mission is, it's always lifestyle first, medication second. Nourish yourself first, taste buds second. Right? Eat real food, not too much, mostly plants. This is the lifestyle medication.
His work is insightful. He uses lots and lots of relatable stories and clever wordings.
Thou should go seek out the ways of the ant and study her ways and be wise. I started studying with these ants, and these ants are so determined. So one determined vegan is where it came about. I'm no longer the grasshopper. I transformed into the ant.
All right, sister. What do you think?
I do eat like fish, but I've always been one not to eat meat as much. So I have gone plant-based before, But I love that he, you say this, but he turned his pain into purpose,
That's right.
really. And so it's just really inspiring to see him, not allow that to really take him down and really change his life, um, and help other people along the way. So it's really inspiring to see. I support you, Kelly. When are you running for an office?
We'll volunteer for you.
I know. There's chief of staff at CJ. CJ, do you want to be his chief of staff
Why not?
for
I can
Kelly?
boss people around. Why not?
you, just- you do.
But 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 the trick is you gotta sing. That's my entrance fee. You gotta
Yeah.
sing. Gotta do karaoke, whether you're in tune or out tune. You gotta sing.
That song in the Trolls movie, but it's not from the Trolls movie. Like, I got this feeling inside my bones. That's what like you when you saw Kelly like dancing around. That's I could hear that that
Yeah,
kind
I
of
know. I was
vibe,
feeling. I was like, oh yeah. Or
energy.
like, what is that? What is that song? Like, I have survived.
Yeah.
That was like,
I know, like when he's walking across the street, I just love his energy. It's like, I think you and I heard it on your phone too. Listen to this motivational speech on I don't know if it's on Apple or like YouTube, but I heard you playing it one time. So when he was talking, not today, but when he was talking, I was like, oh, he could totally, I didn't know if he was on a TED Talk stage, but I could totally see him on a TED Talk stage
yeah, I
or
could
a Kelly stage.
no, the Sunday show. I had 50 Cent actually on there,
Mm-hmm.
my fave, and Oprah, and I forgot what was the other ones. Maxwell, I think. Leadership, but because I always look at that, and Oprah, she went from nothing to something, right?
Yeah.
And so I listened to her plight, and she said, if you have this friend that will congratulate you and will literally say like, um, hey, congratulations, and yeah, uh-huh, all those friends like kind of tiptoe.
Your
She's like, stay away
enemies.
from them, stay away from
Yeah.
them. That's what literally Oprah said, because those are not the people that actually are supporting you. Those are the people that tells you in your face that they're supporting you, but they're actually pulling you down at behind your back like a dagger. And we
Oof.
have friends like that.
We have
No
done
longer, no
well.
longer friends. They are in the rear view mirror. We're not holding their hand anymore.
Mhm.
But yeah, I love Kelly's. I don't know if I can actually like. I was thinking about it. I would never say I would never, but I said I wouldn't know if I could really be 100% vegan. I love vegetables. I really do. My daughter and I were talking about maybe we need to go raw vegetables, because I can do broccoli. I love broccoli. I love steamed
I
broccoli.
like celery and
I
broccoli
like
and
yeah,
cauliflower.
bok choy is my favorite.
You eat
Like
that raw?
yeah, what bok choy?
Yeah.
No, I just
Saute.
yeah. Sometimes I just boil it and put salt. That's it.
Leo makes, and this is not fully plant-based, but so when we went plant-based, we also, which is hard for like people that are Asian, remove the soy and the
Hmm.
dairy from your diet, because dairy actually, so Kelly could probably say this better, so Kelly, correct me, but the dairy really has hormones that like, I don't even know it's hormones, so sorry everybody, but it bloats you. So
Yeah, well, I'm allergic to dairy, so I can't have dairy, but I can have soy. And soy, actually, according to Lisa, is good for you, and even rice is good for you in
yeah,
moderation. Even though we're Asian, and I get tired, she's like maybe just slow the moderation.
yeah.
So I actually changed the a little bit of half rice and half quinoa. So
I
then,
like quinoa.
yeah, so I kind of just put that in, and it's like, man, I'm Asian. I'm trying not to eat rice. It's really hard. So I try to do it like 3 times a week instead of every day.
Yeah.
Um, and I can't do bread. Like I've tried some of these sandwiches, it's really good, but I'm like, man, I just can't do bread all the like
Maybe
I
it's the gluten. Maybe you're allergic to gluten.
maybe, but I love rice, and I'd rather eat
I like
fish all day.
potatoes. I like fish too. And that's actually what when I stopped being fully plant-based was, um it's probably because I love sushi, like raw fish. Like it just
Bella
needs
loves
it.
sushi.
But
Bella loves sushi
but I'm
so
like, I could eat eggplant
mm.
and
Tofu. Do you like tofu?
I do like tofu, but I know, there's I like tofu and soy, but yeah, I don't know. I've heard good and bad things about it. So
So, yeah, soy is good for you. And people, even though they're like, oh, it's bad for you because of cancer and blah blah blah. Actually, that's proven wrong already. So we're past that.
tell us about it, Lisa.
Right? Let's see.
Honestly, my journey into helping women with menopause wasn't planned, but when I started experiencing my own roller coaster of symptoms in my 30s, that's when everything changed.
Oh,
Back then, I felt completely alone. Like no one understood what I was talking about or what I was going through. I felt frustrated. Overwhelmed, and honestly a little bit scared. That's when I decided I had to take matters into my own hands. As a dietitian, I went back into research and came up with holistic programs that not only helps me, but a lot of other women. My programs use food, fitness, and mindset to alleviate those symptoms for myself and many women. Along the way, something else happened. I heard a little voice in me saying, this is what I was meant to do. This is my God given purpose. I knew if I was struggling with menopause, there had to be other women going through the same thing and feeling alone and not heard. That is why I get the strength to wake up and do what I do every morning. This is more than a job for me, this is my life's purpose. My passion is to empower women going through their own journey through menopause, what I call their metamorphosis. I'm Lisa Favek, and I'm a dietitian and transformation coach for women's health issues, but I really focus on that menopausal journey. I truly believe in the power of connection, and I see this every day with my LinkedIn family. I'm committed to sharing knowledge, offering support, and creating a space where everyone feels understood and empowered. So the way I support my LinkedIn community is through my weekly newsletter and bi-weekly audio room, where I share the latest research, practical tips, and personal stories to help persons understand the challenges of menopause. I'm also thrilled to share that I'll be a co-author in 2 upcoming anthologies, which will further expand my ability to reach and support women worldwide. My goal is to be a trusted resource and advocate for women's health, and I'm grateful to be part of this amazing LinkedIn community.
What do you think?
yes. I love that. I think I might be there's a word though, and
Perimenopause.
yeah,
Mhm.
I
That's
might
what I
be. I'm like, oh my gosh.
started.
They said you're too young, but I don't know. Everybody's different.
So I started at 37.
I'm.
Yeah, I started at 37, and
Oh,
it's still
help me
here.
out, Lisa.
Yeah, it's almost 10 years already. So she said she had it for 15,
Just told everybody that you're 21 right now.
right? 21, 37, 17, by time.
That's what I'm saying. We're reverse aging. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but losing hair, gaining weight, not sleeping. I'm starting
How
to have
about your
like
tummy?
hot flushes, my tummy gaining. No matter what I do, it feels like it's just gaining, even if I eat or not eat. Super tired all the time, losing memory. I can't even remember the name of the person that I just talked to.
What
It's
I was supposed to do?
right, like, and it doesn't help that we're neurodivergent on top of that.
I know. You know what? I think that, friends, I'm just saying. So let's copyright this right now, sister. You know how you have like maternity leave? We need to have menopausal leave,
We should,
right? I'm just
yeah,
saying.
because I think we need a sabbatical. From
Yeah.
everything, go sabbatical.
You shouldn't have to like be sick to take a leave. Like,
No, I am already sick. Like I'm feeling, whoa, I don't have energy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
I
not
was
gonna-
sick like that when I was a kid too. Because I
yeah,
had asthma and really bad allergies. And so I would have to stay at home in the bed like I was like sickly. But yeah.
I think it's definitely a thing. Yeah, but thank you, Lisa. And Lisa really was very informational on yesterday's conversation on my
Yeah.
live stream. So I really enjoyed that. We have our last one, and this brother from another Mister. Ready?
What is that? Hey Willie, what's up?
Hey, greetings. We're so elated that you would pick and choose us to be one of the top 50 LinkedIn connections in 2024. Just want to say that we are elated and honored for that most prestigious inclusion. And we just want to say thank you. And we just thank God. We don't take it lightly because these type of moments create momentum. We know momentum. You take the off the
Hold on, I gotta put on my glasses for him.
what moments. So moments create momentum, and we thank you again, even all of the staff left the level up.
Where's your sister?
We bring you greetings from Permission Entertainment, the CEO and founder of Permission Entertainment, and we thrive off of creating hope through arts and entertainment and business as well. And we believe in empowering people, changing lives. That's right. We thrive on helping to raise and cultivate and inspire and bring out the best in other leaders. So there's nothing, I believe leadership, Bill Maxwell said leadership was influence, and I believe it's also a responsibility. So we have a responsibility to push our fellow leaders. And I got into this business with a vision and mission. Without a vision, the people perish, right? Shouts out to you, Dr. Leland. I'm actually doing this on your birthday right now. So,
Oh, nice.
let's go back to the beginning. 6 years ago, I woke up, believe in meditation and prayer, and God woke me up and tapped me on the shoulder, and He said, "I want you to turn to your scripture, your Bible scripture, which is the Beatitude of Matthew 5:8." And He said, "Blessed are the pure in heart; they shall see God." So essentially, that is where the name Pure Mission Entertainment came back. We're not perfect by far, but we do things with intentionality, and we believe in empowering people, changing lives. We're firm believers here that whatever I do, whatever I achieve, whatever accolades we achieve is always bigger than the achiever. That's right. What we achieve is always bigger than ourselves. What we do and what we become is always bigger. It's to cause influence and impact. And that's what we bring to the community, right? Have we been blessed to be in 4 different #1 international bestsellers?
Yeah.
Buddies, Suzanne and Dr. Leland. And more importantly, we were able to get those books, a lot of those books in the media, like Forbes, Celebrity was recently, blessed to have that honor of being one of the top 10 figures, top public figures, rather. Pardon me right there, but top figures, public figures in 2024. And we were able to get Beyond Boundaries mentioned in there, and as well as the New York Weekly when we were featured with Beyonce and other greats like Zendaya. So it's always bigger than us. That's what we bring to the community. We help one another. We believe in the power of collaboration. Much love. Thank you again for this inclusion, this honor, this great honor to be one of the top 50 LinkedIn connections, inspirational connections in 2024. Be blessed. We don't take that lightly. Peace.
Yo. All right, we did this for you, bro.
Yeah, we did.
We have Gucci and Versace.
You know what? So funny. My Versace ones are sitting in the doctor's office.
I like my Hermes one. Is like this big square.
These ones are Dolce is good too.
D&G.
We're not rich though, friends. Okay, so don't think
No,
that.
we just like our glasses.
We're balling on a budget.
Yeah, that's right. We like to negotiate.
Yes.
Right?
I am a firm believer we shouldn't ever pay full price for anything, but that's just my personal.
That's a Filipino thing. We like discounts.
Yes.
Like $5 off, 50 cents.
Even if it's 50 cents off, I'm like, no, wait a minute. You're like arguing with the thing. Nuh-uh. It was $3.65 on your sign. See, I took a picture.
That's me too. I'm like, oh, got a code in here. Is there? I went to I got a teacher's discount. Do you have teacher's discount? No. Military. No, I don't have military discount. Okay, how about student discount? Like even at Goodwill, bro. Like
I like the Goodwill.
Me too.
You know what? I'm just saying, you find some good stuff
you get
there.
10% discount for military and student, I think.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
So you should definitely go and get some discounts. I love discounts.
I gotta take my dad. My dad's a vet, so he would get some discounts. That's why we were like, Daddy, come on. Okay, everybody. Yes, I call my dad Daddy. Let's go to the store. We need to take you to like Adidas. Sorry if I sent that wrong. Because I have you heard that it's actually different. Our squirrels are taking over.
I know. Well, they some people says Adidas, like they say it
Adidas. Yeah.
Adidas. Adidas, like there's just different way, or Adidas, like it's just the pronunciation is different. I'm like, I don't care. You know what I'm talking about. Why are
Yeah,
you?
I like those videos on TikTok, like Givenchy. Like Givenchy.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I know my husband too corrects me all the time. And you're like Hermes, or we were talking about Bodine, like like the one in San Francisco, the
The
top.
like the
Yeah,
bread and the
and he's like,
yeah.
it's not Bodine, it's Bodon, it's
Oh.
French. Oh, I'm gonna have to ask Oli, or
Oh, yeah.
right,
Who is
Augusta, because they're in
I
France.
wonder
Well,
I
Oli
wonder if she
knows
speaks
them.
French. Does she speak French? Maybe, probably, huh?
Probably she's a student in France. Comment
Oh,
allez-vous,
she seems really
mademoiselle? Oui.
fun. Yeah, I love her vibe.
Merci
Sorry,
beaucoup.
really. We're talking about We
I
love you
know.
though, bro. We love you.
Merci beaucoup. Like he always like tried to tell me like, what is it? Merci. Merci. And then I switched to him because he knows Italian too. I was like, arrivederci. Buon pomeriggio.
Yeah. I don't can't do Italian, but like as Ezra, my middle one, he can speak a little bit of French.
And then
She
we
does.
go to Spanish because it's like Spain is right there.
Oh,
Hola,
that I get more than
right?
Tagalog.
Yeah, ¿cómo
Is that
estás? I
weird?
know Tagalog too. I'll be like, "Kumusta kayo?" And then Visayas, "Kumusta man mo?" So I switch.
Wait, that yeah,
And then
and
Japanese,
Ilocano is different.
"Konnichiwa."
You don't know Ilocano though, huh?
No, I don't.
Ilocano is different.
Yeah. So major islands in the Philippines is
Yeah,
Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. But Visayas and Mindanao, they speak
yeah,
Visayan, right?
yeah,
So those are big islands, and then the rest are small islands. They speak Ilocano, Zamboangueño.
yeah.
There's like the Muslims also
What
speak a
is?
different type of Visayan. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
there's
like
Ilonggo,
Ilocano.
Ilocano. Yeah,
What is the other one? There's
there's
starts
Igorot
with the
too. They
P.
speak
What's the
different one.
P?
Chabacano,
Pangasinan, Pangalatot. Is that how they call it?
Pangasinan. They speak kind
Is
of
it called
similar.
Pangalatot?
I
I
don't know.
thought that's what it's called, but maybe I've heard that, but maybe I'm wrong.
Like a say,
All my
sometimes,
Filipinos are gonna correct me in the comments.
right?
Sorry.
But they have a lot, and then of course English, obviously, because we speak English, right?
Yeah, in the
Same
Philippines.
thing,
But like so and not that I think, but like English like language proper English, right? Like in the Philippines. I'm like, oh yeah, nobody but
well,
like conversational English is different.
yeah, because there's a lot of slang. But I think Filipinos, when we speak English and we learn it, is we enunciate, right? A lot of people, like, for example, bad means good, which is confusing, and fat means good if it's PHAT, not AT, right? Like,
Yeah.
God, you're so fat. I'm like, excuse me? Like, what are you talking about? You know
My
what I mean?
kids
Like,
do your kids say bruh? And I'm like,
yeah, yeah. I always tell them that. And
I'm
then
not your
my
bruh.
oldest, I think my oldest called me
Your
boomer
oldest bruh.
once. I was so mad. I was
Called
like,
you what?
a boomer. Okay, boomer.
Oh. Aren't they like saying that you can't? Well, yeah, we're in California, everybody, so we can't say that. You know how we're whatever.
But they were like,
Over
okay,
40
boomer.
is
I was like,
protected. Just
oh my
saying.
God, what are you doing? Right? But she's, yeah. Or
Wait, shit, that's wrong. Anyways, to call you boomer, you're not even from that generation.
no, I'm after that. But they're basically saying that we're too old is
Yeah.
the gist.
What's another one? Willie
Or
could
like,
probably tell us this
or
slang.
simp. Like, oh my God, I thought
Oh.
simp. Like, okay, explain what all of these nonsense that you're talking about. I was like, maybe I am too old. I don't understand all your lingo. Like they
And
have,
who knew that baggy pants was gonna come back?
right?
I used to
Or
wear baggy pants.
right, or like bell bottoms, like bell bottom
Yes.
baggy pants. My gosh.
We're
Okay,
funny.
our
We
squirrels
scrolled out.
really definitely took over.
We just think different. So Willie, yes, we love you, Willie.
So, what do you think is the theme of these 5 videos, sister?
Hmm. Well, the first 3, 4. Did we do 4?
5.
5. Okay, yeah, I thought so. I felt like we're like mental health a little bit, like health, like taking care of
Yeah.
yourself.
So we have education, we have health, right?
Mhm.
Really. Cordelia is about mindset changes, right?
Yeah.
Uh, Menopause is very scientific. Kelly is
Mhm.
also about, a little bit of the scientific
Yeah,
aspect of
like
it,
health. Yeah.
mindset as well, right? To change.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Willie J ending it with, being kind and being grateful,
Yeah.
um, and count your blessings in every aspect of your journey, wherever it takes you.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's consistent also with what Willie says in general. Like he is very grateful for his blessings even in hardship, right? So
Mhm.
I felt like across the board too you saw that grit,
Mhm.
and people turning like their pain into passion in some way.
Mhm.
So even though Augusta was just so positive that it was just very like that you could tell that she had turned um kind of her plight or her
Yeah,
struggles
I
to,
love how she jokes around like, "You'll be broke, but"
yeah, she's like, I'm
That is
here too. And
yeah,
but I do also like her message of like not just helping people ushering through the process, but also saying like, hey, you're pursuing this degree, but why? Right?
yeah,
Like trying to like, and to me, that's about like alignment. Like I'm just not, it seems like she's not providing just a service. It's like, I like the holistic approach to helping people.
everything that they do actually
Hmm.
is about
Yeah.
soul. They have soul.
Hmm.
We
Hmm.
all have them, but some more than others in terms of
Yeah.
help. And I love that
And
everybody learn their adversity and persevere and
yeah,
turn their pain and adversity into passion and purpose.
yeah,
Yeah,
no, for sure. Grit.
grit.
Actually, if you listen to that in motivational talks, I actually listen to it before I go into a big meeting or I'm going to a big match. I listen to that, and a lot of times you'll hear a lot of speakers and influentials and motivators talk about grit.
Mhm.
That is the key ingredient to people that are successful. And everybody's success doesn't always come in the form of money.
No.
So, you know, it could be that you've overcome generational trauma or that you have gained knowledge or moved up, or it could mean so many things. But
Yeah. You're
so,
the only one who can actually define what your success
yeah.
is rather than comparing other people's success because their goal is
Oof,
different than yours.
we could talk for another hour on that.
Yeah. We don't do that and compare ourselves to that. You can have a measuring stick, but make sure
Yeah.
that that measuring stick is not something 100% because it doesn't fit your stick. All
Yeah.
of our sticks have thorns and crooked stuff and nuances that no one really has the exact thing, right?
That.
So I love the theme that they have is it's even
Mhm.
though they're doing different things in the community, but they're really
Yeah.
doing the same, which is putting their adversity and into they're turning their passion into purpose, and I love that, and their pain into purpose, right?
Yeah.
And they're actionable things that they're doing in the community. So I've stalked the right people.
I think it's important too, and I think those are marks of a leader, right? That not just in words but in your actions it shows. Yeah, like so it wasn't just what they were saying. It's just the way that it was emphasized, and and that their life experiences and the words that they're saying are aligned, right? Like
Mhm.
I love that. So marks of a true leader, I think, and 50 inspirational connections, I think they're leaders, right?
Mhm.
They're doing what they say and they're saying what they do. And
And
to
they're
me,
walking that talk.
yeah, turning that pain into purpose is so important, I think. But especially if you have influence on others.
Mhm. We all have
Right?
influence over others, some
Right.
more than others, but we do, right? And I think people respect you more when you respect yourself and know where you're at. And people are
Oof.
like, "Oh, stay in your lane." Right.
boundaries.
Doesn't necessarily mean that staying in your lane is because you're not good at being crooked in your lane
Yeah.
and driving here. It's just saying that this lane has more room here. There's a bumper. You can go in
Yeah.
here, but still staying in your lane.
Yeah.
It's just not a straightforward, you know,
No.
journey. It's crooked. It goes here and here. It goes up and down. Here and here. It goes up and down. That's life. That's life. It's just a matter of knowing who you are and what your core value is, and then
Mhm.
shedding people you don't need along that journey because they're just pretty much weight. Like when you're, like when you're in an airplane and you're like, you need to pay
Yes.
premium because you have too
There's
much.
a weight limit on the
Yeah.
plane, right? There should be a weight. This is okay. See, this could be a
Mhm.
whole show too.
Yeah.
There should be a weight limit on your life, right?
Yes.
And you know, and if people don't, can't respect that weight you're trying to carry,
That's
then
not
you got to let them go and they can't fit on the plane with you. Like that's
like my
and
bus is 12 people, more than 12. I can't
Mhm.
do nothing about you about that. Like,
Right?
oh,
Well, and then it's like, you got just like the plane, right? Keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times. That's what's going on in my mind. But
yeah.
that's it in your, and to me, that's to people, it's like your non-negotiables.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if, you know, I don't, I don't really care for yelling or name calling, right? And so it's like, if we can't do that, we have to respect one another, right? That's that weight that's like, oh, you went over
Yes.
50 pounds. Sorry. Your luggage is not coming on. And you could just, if you
Just
like your
pick it
luggage,
up later.
fill
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
in.
Or you could pay premium price, right?
Right.
And pay premium
Right.
price and you can do it. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
We do a lot for free for our community and
Yeah.
lots of scholarship, but it ends in some point of capacity because we can't
Right.
just pull everybody over. And I've also
Yeah.
noticed that some people who are getting scholarships are really good at you know, sending the messages out there, and some just take
Yeah.
it and do nothing. So I'm always watching. I'm like, there is no next time for you, just FYI, right? Because
Well,
it's reciprocity is important to me. If I
yeah.
give, I don't expect you to give back, but I do
Yeah.
expect some type of gratefulness somewhere in there. And if I don't see it, I don't expect it. But if I don't see it, you ain't coming back. That's it. The door
Well,
shut permanently.
that's your emotional intelligence, I think, is like and self-awareness, right? To be
Mhm.
grateful for someone. And even with what happened with Leo too, it's like people want to help. And I'm like, but I don't feel comfortable taking, right? It makes me feel really uncomfortable. I feel that and I'm not saying that, okay, there is a time that we needed help. And when somebody's willing to give you help, you don't disrespect that. But at the same time,
Yeah.
when people ask me now, I say, I really would love to give something back or work for something in return. And so I feel like it's good to say, like, to someone, but how can I repay you? Right. And
Yeah.
that could be a thank you because that's what you need. It could be a shout out, or it could be support. And
I
it's
see a lot of
important
people
to
too,
ask
like
that.
when they repost, your post, and I watch them, I'm like, they didn't have to do that, but they took the time to do it. I'm very grateful. So I
Right.
always say thank you for repost because
Yeah.
again, they took the time, even if it takes 2 seconds. I'm grateful
Yeah.
for every single thing. Things that I see and I don't see, I'm grateful. But these people right here that we have, they're grateful people, and I'm so
Yeah.
glad that they're happy to be part of the 50 inspirational tribe.
Yes, with the red.
That's
Yes,
right.
with the red sisters, Susanna. I
That's
like
right.
the
So we
red
will
on your
see you
sister.
guys next Friday at 12 p.m. PST. Bye, everybody. See ya.